Yes, bro, good to see you again. So, straight into it, no messing around. I was talking to my girl the other day, and we were kind of reminiscing a little bit about the past and when we first met and stuff like that. And around that time, I was still struggling with premature ejaculation. Like, seriously bad, to the point, I'm not trying to be vulgar or too personal, but to the point where as soon as we would start getting physical, as soon as we start touching, I'd need to bust. Like, that's how little control I had over myself. Now, newsflash, obviously I've solved it, and I also teach you how to do the same thing down in the description if you are interested in learning how to solve that yourself, because it's a very embarrassing and awkward thing to have happen to you. So it's relevant to this story, however. I was struggling with that at the time. So I wasn't really sexually satisfying her, let's just put it that way. Okay, not as much as I could. And at the time, she was speaking to her friends about me and kind of, you know, this is what girls do and this is good for you to understand this. And I don't mind putting my ego on the line and kind of just openly talking about this kind of shit, because I don't really care. And I think it's all just kind of a journey in life, and I'm willing to laugh at myself, etc. So she would talk to her friends about my sexual performance, and they'd say like, oh, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I think he's a virgin. And she would say, no, he's not, because I can just tell, right? So even when I was struggling with my premature ejaculation issues and I wasn't really sexually satisfying, I was still trying to figure out how to fuck properly, basically, right? And every young man has to go through this phase at some point. Luckily, I've got it out of the way nice and easy, and we're good now. And it feels so good when you learn how to do it properly. Trust me, bro, because when you look back at how shit you used to be and how little control you had over your own body, and you get to the point where you want to be, where you're a fucking stud, like you're getting paid for it, that kind of shit, mate, that's when it's fun. That's when it's nice to look back and reminisce, let's just say that. But her friends would be like, yeah, you know, he's a virgin. If he can't last long, like, you've maybe not got that much experience or whatever. And obviously I wasn't. And she knew that. And it was nothing to do with my sexual performance. It was my energy. It was the way I carried myself. It was my confidence. It was the way I used to speak. Just the level of assurance I had in myself, even though I had these issues, was so next level that she just knew, like, nah, this guy's done this before. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit in quite vulgar and personal, but also funny details so you can learn from it, okay? Now, what is it when I say energy? Because you hear me talking about this all the time. What energy-wise is it that girls are attracted to? So I'm going to quickly touch on masculine and feminine energy real quickly, right? Feminine energy is all about kind of a nurturing, very in the moment, very present, very emotionally led energy source. That's how females are. They're kind of very emotionally led. I feel like this right now, so I'm going to do this. So I feel sad, so I'm going to cry. That's kind of how they are. That's why they have the mood swings. That's why a lot of girls have very bipolar tendencies. And I'm not saying that's being insulting. It's just genuinely like, bro, if anyone spent any time with a girl, 1 minute she's happy, the next minute she's sad, then she's happy again, then she's hungry. And do you know what I mean? That's just how it is. So because of that, because they're very emotionally all over the place and they just kind of do what they want to, they do what they feel like doing, that's brilliant, and it's a very beautiful thing, and we should cherish that as men because it helps us to be grounded, it helps us to tap into that side. We need each other, basically. But because of that, they are attracted to a masculine, competent, and very structured man. One that isn't messy, one that isn't emotionally reactive, one that's very disciplined, on his shit, ambitious, focused on a mission. And the key word that I mentioned there was competence, all right? Because if you walk into the bedroom and you're not competent, and you don't know what you're doing, and you can't fuck properly, and you're not confident in yourself and your ability to you know, attract a girl and to seduce a girl and to satisfy a girl in the bedroom, etc. If you're not confident in this whole process, she's going to sense that. Me and my girl kind of play this game every now and then when we're in public, and we kind of just people watch because it's fun. And we look at people, and you can instantly tell the guys that are wankers, that probably sit on Pornhub all day. You can tell the guys that are virgins and have no experience. You can just, it's an energy you can sense. So if you have little to no experience with women, right, and maybe you're a virgin, maybe you sit and watch porn all day, maybe you wank yourself off because you have no real life women, if you are that kind of guy, believe me, I promise you right now, girls know, they can sense it, it's an energy. I know, I can tell. And if I can tell, women can tell, definitely. Females are very in tune with energy. All right, so we have to make sure that we're sorting this out because I don't want my boys walking around with this virgin energy. Girls might think, oh, you know what, he's quite attractive, but oh God, it's just his energy. He's like, it gives me virgin vibes. You don't want to be that kind of guy, right? Now, Some of you may argue, yeah, but is it really that bad that I'm saving my sexual purity? Don't kid yourself. Unless you're religious, you're probably not saving your sexual purity. You probably just can't get laid. Don't lie. We're men. We're full of testosterone. What we're meant to do is spread our seed and keep the cycle of life going. So unless there's something wrong with you, you are not saving your seed. You're not saving your purity. You just can't get laid, all right? Let's be honest. Now, if that is the case, there is a certain energy that you're giving off that's just very awkward and is very incompetent, and women can sense it. So she was telling me a story about guys that she'd been with in the past. And one of these guys in particular came into the bedroom. And I think guys kind of know subconsciously that women want a dominant kind of controlling. I'm not going to use that word too seriously because I don't want to put it in a way where you're a dickhead with your controllingness, but you just take control of the situation. Let's just say that. Decisiveness, right? That's the word I'm looking for. Men kind of know that women like that subconsciously. Men know that women are attracted to competence, to a man that kind of takes control, do this, do that, that kind of shit, right? Decisiveness gets things done. And it's the same in the bedroom. But the problem with this is guys watch porn and think that that's realistic. They'll go in the bedroom and they'll try and do the whole pornography thing, and it's just cringe and it just shows you have no experience. So she was telling me about this guy that she was seeing once, and he came into the bedroom and basically tried this whole dirty talk, aggressive, like, I'm the masculine dominant guy, I'm going to tell you what to do, you're going to listen, that kind of thing. He was trying to play that game, right? But he was doing it so awkwardly and just so incompetently. He just didn't know what he was doing. It was clearly an act. He clearly wasn't that guy. So he walks in and he's like, get on the bed, take your pants off, right, lie down, get on your knees, like that. Very robotic, very monotone, there's just no sexiness to it, you know what I mean? It's just very, this, do that, do like a military sergeant. It's not sexy, it's just awkward, it's weird, it's like a robot. What are you doing? And I think a lot of guys do this. They mistake the whole masculine, be aggressive, take control of the woman in the bedroom. They mistake that for being some sort of robotic drill sergeant that just tell you what to do and that's it. It's not about that. It's the energy you're giving off, bro. How many times do I have to say it? It's not about what you say. It's about how you say it. It's about how you deliver it. It's your energy. And the reason why she knew for a fact I wasn't a virgin, even though I was struggling with premature ejaculation at the time, was because of the energy that I gave off. I walked in the bedroom and, bro, I'm smooth as fuck. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn. I'm saying it because I never used to be, bro. I used to be so awkward and so shy, and I used to stutter when trying to dirty talk, right? But now it's like, bro, I've just got it. Do you know what I mean? Nice, soft, slow tone, confident tone. You're not robotic and monotone, get on the bed. You know what I mean? I'm not going to teach you how to dirty talk because it's just cringe. But just something like, why don't you get on the bed? Why don't you take your clothes off for me? Something like that, right? It's just a very nonchalant, almost like you expect it. Like, yeah, I know what's good. I know what you're going to do. It's like you expect things to go your way. That's the best way I can put it. Maybe I'll teach you how to do it in like a full guide in the coaching or something like that, but I'm not going to teach you on YouTube. It's cringe. Regardless, how do we make sure that this energy is the one that we are projecting as men? Because we don't want to be walking around incompetent and giving off virgin vibes, do we? Right? Even if you are one, you don't want to make sure that that's happening. So obviously the easiest answer is just to get more experience, get out there and just practice more. Of course, that's why I preach all men should go through some sort of single playboy hoe phase where they're just experiencing loads of different women and getting the practice up a little bit, because it just is. Women can sense it. You know what I mean? Even the way you make eye contact with a girl can tell if you are experienced or not. And women, believe it or not, want an experienced man, right? We often think that it's bad because we think that men and women are the same, and we're like, okay, well, we don't really like it when women are hoes. It's bad for women to be hoes. It's bad for women to be, sexually impure and sleeping with loads of men. But for men, that must be the same then, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the complete opposite. Men, we find women attractive when they are shy, quiet. They don't really have too much experience. We have to teach them. That's attractive to us, right? It's purity that we're attracted to because it means no one else has been there. Now, on the opposite, on contrary to that, women find competence and experience attractive in men. So you have to do the complete opposite. You have to get experience. You have to basically be a whore. Go and sleep with loads of girls. And I'm not saying this to be a dickhead or to like play girls. Don't do anything like that. Just be single and just run through them for a little bit. Go and have your experience. Go and get your practice up and go and have some fun while you're doing it. Not only that, you'll start to gain this level of confidence and assurance in yourself that when you do meet girls, you'll just know what to do. You'll know where to place your hand. You'll know what to say and when to say it. You'll know how to say it. You'll know which energy you're giving off, right? You'll know when to tap into the funny, making a laugh kind of mode versus the flirty and sexual mode. You know how to do both of these things. You don't get this from just sitting on YouTube and watching alpha male red pill videos. It just doesn't work like that. You're not going to learn how to ride a bike by watching YouTube videos. You might learn a little bit here and there. True experience comes from actual real life practice, okay? So, best ways you can do this, just to finish off the video, I think number one is make sure your self-belief is absolutely up there. Like I always say to you boys, never feed into anything that takes power away from you. Even when I was less experienced with women than I am today, I still believed I was the fucking man. I still believed I could get any girl on this planet. And I still believed that I would be that guy, right? I visualized it in my head. I knew who I'd become, and I just made it happen. I just believed, yeah, I can get any girl. I'm not self-deprecating myself. I'm not talking myself down. I'm not looking at girls and thinking, she's out of my league. I never did any of that nerd shit. I can get anyone. I'm that guy. That's what I believed. And it sounds cringe. It sounds a bit big-headed, but why would you believe anything else? You know what I mean? Why would you look at a girl and think, she's out of my league? That's not giving you any power. It's not making you feel confident. So just don't do that. Yeah, and number two, right, we've got the self-confidence, we've got the self-image thing, we're believing in ourselves, you know, we believe we can get any girl we want. Secondly, it's just simply, like I said, practice, man. You've got to get out there. Start small and build your way up. Right now, today, after you've watched this video, keep my voice in your mind and go and say hello to some girls. That's where I started, bro. I was in the gym and I just started saying hello to people. Random people, whether they were an attractive girl or not. I just built up that confidence being around people. Speaking to girls, how's your day going? What workout are you doing? I don't think I've met you before. Blah, 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 blah. Same old shit, right? My little cheesy pickup lines and that kind of stuff. I don't never use pickup lines, but you know what I mean? I have these like openers that I start with. And that's how you learn, bro. That's how you learn the game. Just get yourself out there, man. So I don't ramble on for too much longer. You get the point. Energy, very, very important. Make sure you're paying attention to the energy you're giving off. Don't be awkward. Don't be stuttery and just weird. Just be normal, bro. Be confident. Believe in yourself. Because I think a lot of these guys are going into the bedroom and going into these situations with women with an insecure mindset. They're trying too hard. The ego's involved. They think if I don't make the girl finish in the bedroom, then I'm less of a man, so I'm going to try overly hard. It's just, stop it, man. Slow the fuck down. Guys are like this, fucking finger banging her straight away. She's not even wet yet. You know what I mean? Slow down, bro. Slow down your speech as well when you're talking to her. Stop trying to get all your words out straight away. Lower your tone a little bit. Eye contact. Slow things down. I promise you it works wonders. All right? Look after yourself. I'll see you soon. If you want to learn more, coaching's down below. Bye.